Thursday. It's sometime in August. Good morning, Michael. Foam Rollerama. Today, I'm gonna try to use both foam rollers because I got something I want to do with this, but maybe I can do it with this. So I've got the foam roller down at the end, and I'm ready to get started. I want to include some core strengthening exercises that come from balancing on the foam roller, and then we'll also do some stretching and self-massage sort of stuff, all interspersed. This class should only be about 30 minutes. Let's get started. I've got the foam roller here on this end because I'm going that way. Start by sitting so your feet are near the end of the mat. Understand we will be doing roll down and roll up, and you ideally want that foam roller to land right at about the base of your neck. So you may have to do some adjustments. First, holding on at the backs of your thighs, just limbering the spine a number of times. As you inhale, sit up really tall. As you're exhaling, scoop your abdominals in. All of my breakfast is right in my stomach right now. As you exhale, scoop the abdominals like you've just sort of been poked in the navel. And then sitting up nice and tall. As you exhale, I suggest you hold on and very cautiously make your way back. Oh, I did a pretty good job guesstimating where my head would land. So we're going to make sure that it stays stationary at the base of the head, right at the neck. So the curvature of your cervical spine is going to also land on the roller. My feet are still very far away. Rolling up is next. Inhale. As you exhale, arms, head, exhale, and come on up. I suggest you leave your feet where they are because the weight of your legs is like the counterbalance of this upper body. Keep moving. Inhale. Head lifting, exhaling, rolling up, and arrive as tall as you could be. As you exhale, scoop the abdominals, exhaling through the mouth, soften your landing, leave your feet where they are. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to do a few more, so listen for some changes. As you exhale, rounding back. Inhale. On this exhale, roll up and kick up one leg. And you can just leave it bent knee. As you exhale, come on back. Put your foot down. Inhale. Other leg. Bent knee. Come on back. Take your time. So I've got both of my knees bent and my feet closed. Get ready to lift both legs. So you can hang on at the backs of your thighs and try to sit up a little taller and test straighten one leg and test straighten the other and then straighten both legs. Close the legs and again reorganize and sit a little bit taller. From here we are rolling back. Again, we want to aim the back of your head, back of the neck, just on the roller. Arms keep going. Ready? Roll up. And arrive if necessary. Okay. That's the fire alarm. And I know there's no one in the building except for some contractors downstairs. I'm pretty sure, my guess is that they set it off by accident. All right, so sorry about that. You know how sensitive I am to high-pitched noises, right? Where was I? Here we go. All right, take a deep breath and sort of clear your mind. Because I lost my train of thought. Oh, hundreds, that's what you're telling me. Thanks, Michael. All right, so I'm coming back, but listen, grab your foam roller. What? And roll up. Place the foam roller on your shins, and you don't want to close the legs, but you also don't want to open the legs too wide. Ribs on the floor, not your head, just the ribs. Hundreds. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. In. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3. I can't think. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull your abs in. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. My legs are far away. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your head up. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Catch your roller, and the head comes all the way down. Feel free to turn your head from side to side a few times without the roller. Then, place the roller just at the base of your neck. Make sure that you're calm and even, and turn your head slowly and mindfully to each side. This can be done on a long roller or on the short trigger point. I'll leave that up to you. I mean, whatever your choices are. You're limited by your choice. All right, now I'm going to kick my legs up and come up momentarily to get this foam roller now to land right at my shoulder blades, ribs, the lower border of the shoulder blades, feet on the floor. First, I just want to roll back to expand the chest and to come forward. Make sure that you're moving in a small increment, going a tiny bit further, but very measured, small increments. Your head is incredibly heavy, especially when it's back that way, so continue to use your hands and help rescue your neck. Oof. Feel the chest expansion. Feel the thoracic spine extending. Oof. If that sounds like a foreign language, your rib cage is the thorax. The thoracic spine is all of the spine where each rib comes out from, originates from. Expand the chest. Don't worry about the language. Pause for a moment. We've been going back and forth. I'm going to roll. Domingo. Hola, ¿cómo está usted? I'm rolling my body side to side, leaving my hip anchored so the butt is not lifting. Here, you can release your arms, or you can keep your arms close to your head. I'm going from shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Shoulder blade to shoulder blade, but with my pelvis grounded. Now, I'm going to place my elbows down or out of the way and lift my hips. Now I can go backward and forward. I'm getting more of the ribs, the actual ribs, from the shoulder blades to the final 3-4 ribs down near the bottom of the rib cage. You'll need to use your butt and your hamstrings to propel you forward and back. In this variation, as I go north-south, I can add a little bit of an east rotation and then center myself. As I continue north-south, I'm rolling now in the west direction. Sometimes called cross fiber. That's enough of those. Return to center a few more times. I'm scooting a little bit more. Oh yeah. Woo. Feel free to open your arms. The shoulder blades will move. Close your arms and the shoulder blades will widen. Decide what works better for you. Hips high, hips low. Keep pushing, keep pulling. Yeah, baby. Okay, so come on up. Now, I want to continue in the face down category, but changing the orientation of the foam roller. My foam roller is taking on a shape of its own. Come to sitting at the absolute end of the foam roller. Make sure that your feet are nice and flat on the floor. Make sure that you're also at the end of the foam roller. Use the abdominals and take your time as we roll down. As soon as you arrive, make sure that your head is absolutely safe on the foam roller. You don't want your head hanging off the end. I'll be keeping my arms on the floor, keeping your arms, hands, elbows all included on the floor. Bring the feet in a little bit closer and a little closer toward each other, about 6 inches apart. Lifting one leg, this is a knee lift, and this knee lift action I like to call marching. As you continue marching, simple as it is, keep your eyes on the ceiling. Avoid looking at the camera unless just absolutely necessary. So my marching knee lift is non-stop, not fast, but non-stop. As I continue, I raise my hands and then I can raise my elbows and eventually I'll raise my arms. So hands up towards the ceiling. I turn my palms towards each other, palm to palm, but not touching. Continue a few more times. As you continue a few more times, you are going to now just do one leg. I flex my ankle, heel tap, lift, heel tap, lift. Become very aware of the lower abdominals, just at the soft belly, lower abdominals, which are lifting that leg. What? Lifting that leg. Great. The opposite arm could go back and return. We're doing the same leg, the exact same leg, and the exact same arm a few more times. I'll just do one more, and when my foot goes to the floor, then I will start with leg number 2. As I continue leg number 2, heel taps, my shoulder blades must melt, wrap around the foam roller, also called pinch or retract, retracting the shoulder blades, both of them on the roller. The opposite arm is going in the opposite direction of the leg. You should inhale down and use the exhale to return. I'm discovering, maybe you're discovering the same, that I'm a little bit imbalanced on this side. Well, stop turning your head, damn it. Oh, okay. So keep your head centered and keep your arms stationary, and you know that your shoulder blade is on the roller. There's my last one, tap, and then feet on the floor. Place your elbows on the floor and just know that for safety, you can put your hands down, but I'm going to start with a high risk, elbows only on the floor. Bring both knees back towards your chest. Reorganize your waistband or your low back or your buttocks and your clothing, and begin with a 90-degree tabletop bend in the knees. One heel tap and return. One heel tap and return, alternating legs. This exercise is meant to be a graduation, right? Slightly more difficult than the previous. You will not be raising your arms to the ceiling, but maybe you can float your elbows just a whisper of a breath off of the floor. So just to prove that this elbow is off the floor, here it is elevated. And then the other elbow is only a whisper off the floor. Yes, deep abs, pulling the abdominals in. Compress the rib cage and the abdomen and get the air out of the diaphragm, and don't look around. All right, hope you felt that, and come on down. Woo. Leaving your feet very, very flat, but very, very close to you, and keep your arms very heavy on the floor. Bridging is next. As you exhale, pull the abdominals in a pelvic tilt, and then lifting the hips right off of that roller. My ribs are also lifted from the roller, pulsing up, up, up. So 4 more, 3, 2. Hold the intensity and melt down. Each vertebrae, one vertebrae, landing perfectly on top of the roller. I have to scoot down, and you probably discovered that you do too. I'm all the way at the end. I'm all the way at the end. Here we go again, bridging. As you exhale, scoop, roll, lift, 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 and again, accentuate the pelvic thrust. Can you do this with no arms? Well, of course you can, no arms. My shoulder blades have an intimate relationship with the foam roller. 4 more, 3 more. Here's 2. Maintain the tone of your buttocks and melt down one vertebrae at a time. Last exercise for balance, elbows on the floor. One leg straight up. And when you bend the knee, cross the ankle on the other thigh. Straighten the leg, and now replace your foot. Leg number 2, essentially it's straight. Cross your ankle on your thigh. Up again, straight, and foot on the floor. We'll do it once more slowly, just in case you've never seen this before. Here's my cross. Here's the lift, and then foot flat. Leg number 2, up, cross, up, and down. Leg 1, up, cross, up, and leg 2, up, cross, up and down. The whole exercise is meant to be about coordination and balance, and then it becomes a whole different ball game, a different beast when you raise your arms off the floor. The shoulder blades, again, that intimate relationship with the foam roller, and leg number 1, straight up, knee bent, straight up, foot to floor, leg 2, up, knee bent, straight up, foot to floor, continue, up, and bend, straight up, and floor, leg 2, up, and bend, and up. And if you're able to speed up without falling off your roller, whoa, don't fall off your roller, up, cross. Then close your eyes, lift, cross, lift and down, lift, cross, lift. And I'll slow down because I feel like out there in Pilates land, you may be struggling. Lift, cross, lift, with your eyes closed, lift, cross, lift, and down. That's all I want to do today. Fall off of the roller and immediately place your head down on the floor. Immediately place your head down on the floor. Bring the knees up towards your chest so the weight of your legs heavy on your torso. The back is flat and collapsed and comfortable. Roll from side to side. Make a big deal out of turning your head in the opposite direction of your legs. All right, I'm doing rolling like a ball 5 times. Meet me at the top. Hands on shins. Breathe. 2 more. And on this last one, arrive. We don't need to test anymore, so straighten both legs, point your feet, open and close a few times to sit a little bit taller and more open across your chest. Finally, close your legs, arms reach out, arms up, arms wide, arms front, and lower your legs down. The next section is face down. And there's a bunch of exercises I want to do face down. We'll just move into a better light. Please place the foam roller in front of you and lie on your stomach. Your choice of the legs position, open so that your big toe is just along the edge of the mat, or to close the legs entirely, seal your thighs like a brand new pair of chopsticks. Your forearms are over the foam roller, and I suggest that you start way up close to the elbows. You can watch before you drop your face. Watch. Push, pull. So here we go. Push the roller with your arms. Pull the roller with your arms. Thumbs down. And pull palms up. Inhale, head down. Exhale, pull and arrive. Once you get a nice little rhythm going, continue at your own pace and try to be graceful. Inhale. Make adjustments through the arms whenever necessary. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Arrive right here. Now, my shirt is up in my ears, so make sure your neck remains long. Inhale a little higher, and as you exhale, come down. You can sit back in child's pose, bring the roller with you, and sink your head down between the arms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. In the next exercise, we'll leave the foam roller here, working on core strength and balance. Place the forearms on top. The knees are not too wide, hips width, and yet not closed. Push forward and back a few times. Forward and back a few times. And then pause. Straighten one leg back behind you. Work to align yourself. Pull your abs in, and the opposite arm goes forward. Yes. Arm and leg lift, 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 lift. Tighten the buttocks, straighten that leg. 4, a 3, two, and pause, reaching backward. Now make sure that you're not sinking or suddenly become a slug or a crouching tiger. Make sure that the neck remains very long, and then you can lift your leg or knee. Switching legs now. Ooh. Come on to one leg, then opposite arm, and stay with pulse, 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 pulse. My bottom foot off the floor for additional challenge. Here's 4 more, 3 more, 2, pause, check those abs, reach back and grab your foot. Levitate, balance, don't fall, and then come on down. I suggest you open the knees a little wider and sink your head down. Again, stretch in what would be child's pose or prayer pose or just restorative position. In the next exercise, the foam roller will be underneath my shinny shin shins. And I'm folding the mat just to get a little extra cushioning for my hands so I can arrive on top. Flat back as best you can. Push the roller backward and pull. Push, pull. This exercise has multiple variations. You can stick with this simple version, straight forward and straight back, or add a rotation in which your knees come to one elbow, push back, knees to the other elbow, and push back. The rotation includes head. Turn your head. Core strengthening. I'm going to pause momentarily, make a minor adjustment, and note I'll be doing this on one leg. And switch. And rest. Now I want the foam roller to be in front, so place it out in front. Make the mat smooth. Pigeon stretch. So as I position one leg in front and I sink down into my pigeon stretch, I'm going to scoot forward a little bit. I can use the roller to lower myself as I get deeper and deeper into this pigeon stretch. Now the placement of your front leg is really relative to how comfortable you are going to be. I like my leg to be like at a strange 45-degree angle as opposed to 90 degree, and instead of the heel all the way up at my pubic bone. So with that in mind, do what you can. Sink down. You can use the roller as a way to rise and lower. And the beauty of using the roller is this elevates and extends the spine, which should additionally stretch all the way down the front. Hey, Topher. Lift. And on the last one, I will arrive. Oh man, that's crazy. I'm so tight. Whereas some of you may be able to reach backward and grab your foot, and there's an additional or enhancing that stretch. Do what you can. I'm going to let go and start to switch legs. Bring that leg in front. Decide if you want that knee to be straight across with your shin aligned, or if you want your heel to be closer to the pubic bone. Oof. Sink. I have to sink first. Sink, 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 sink. When you're all the way down in the pigeon stretch, the stretch is for the front hip. And as you start to lift and lower, the stretch is primarily for the back hip. The front of, which is right at your hip flexors. can hardly talk. Oof. Whose idea was this? Oh. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm down on the elbow and then reaching back to grab this ankle. Hold on, melt, careful, breathe, a little tug. Yahoo! And then you can let that go. I want to stretch and open this up. So first, I'm placing the roller behind my back. It fits right in the small of my back, and my elbows are just kind of hanging. This is the long foam roller version. I know my head is gone. All right, my pelvis is pressed forward, and the chest expands wide open. Some of you will be able to reach backward and find your ankle or your heel. I have two heels. There's one. Expand. Come forward. Don't worry if you can't touch your heels, but do expand your chest. Okay, one more. Then place the foam roller down where you can place your hip bones right on top and do the massage of the tops of your thighs. Here is where I would be making better use of my time using my trigger roller and targeting one leg, one hip, one thigh, one set of hip flexors, rolling back and forth. Oh yeah, there's a sweet spot right there. Remember that as you're rolling forward and back, or north-south, sometimes you can add a little east-west in slow motion, accentuating the side, or cross-swipe. Oh gosh. All right, in the interest of time, I'll be switching legs. Sliding the foam roller to the other leg, getting my weight down on it. Yeah. Oh. All right, so I'm going north-south, and I feel like I can get a little more of the slightly outside of that thigh. Going east, this is actually west for me, and then and if I allow my thigh to turn out, that's my thigh turning out, then some of my inner thigh muscles oh brother. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to two, both legs, both thighs, and do a few more times rolling back and forth. Listen, there's two exercises I just want to do to conclude this section now. The foam roller is right across the pubic bone, right at the crease of my thighs. But we're going to do a butt tightening exercise and also a low back spine extension exercise. Keeping your arms parallel, support your body weight and lift your legs. Flutter the legs up, 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 up. Now this is relatively easy because you're not hitting the floor, but make sure that your abdominals have not spilled out. So gather your abs and close your ribs. And we still have about 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, down and rest. Phew! Now I'm going to straighten both legs with power, but my ankles are flexed. Kick your butt with one leg. Kick, kick, straighten. Other leg. Kick, kick, straighten. Now if you have taken a Pilates mat class with me, you've done this exercise before, but not elevated on a roller. So give it a go and keep yourself supported. Kick, kick, stretch. Here's kick, kick, stretch. One more, kick, kick, stretch. Sink and sit back. You can use the roller for your child's pose stretch. Rolling it forward and back. I'm giving it plenty of action. the roller forward and back. I can feel the nuance stretch near the lower triceps to the top of the latissimus dorsi. Oh man. Woohoo! Okay. So as you know, there are many more exercises that we could do with our foam roller. Oh, it's Michael Harris. Hey, Michael Harris. Many more exercises we could do with our foam roller, but this class is only 30 minutes to keep it short and snappy. You can always go to my archives on my YouTube channel called Fit with Viv and seek out other foam roller classes. Thanks again for joining me. I am doing short and snappy Pilates tomorrow using light hand weights. Friday is a light hand weight day, and that class is at 11:30, and I'll see you then. All right, Michael and Michael. I got two Michaels. Thank you. Bye.